I'm going to keep saying this, maybe still in theaters, is Zach Cregger's Barbarian from 2022. Horror movie that, thank the Lord for the nighttime, the trailer didn't give away every aspect of. I had seen the trailer for this in the theater, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably go see that. And the time came, and I went to go see it. And the trailer only shows you up to a point in the movie, which was great because there was a lot more to it. And most trailers go, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and you won't believe when this happens. This movie didn't do that. This trailer didn't do that. It just set up the premise, which was great. I'm not reviewing the trailer, reviewing the movie here. So Barbarian starts off, young woman drives in some neighborhood of a town she's never been. She has an Airbnb rental. She shows up, she can't get in, knocks on the door. There's a guy in there. Hey, I've also got this place rented. What's going on here? Is this guy a creep? Is he not a creep? We find out, and again, I really hate to say too much about this. We find out that there's a noise in the basement or something like that, and we go down to investigate, and things don't go well from there. That's all I'm going to say about the plot. It's this little house, this cute little house in the middle of a bad neighborhood, in the middle of nowhere. For some reason, the one house that doesn't look like it's about to be bulldozed, and something is going on in this house, and people who check in via Airbnb, they might not check out. That's all I'm going to say. So it also has Justin Long in a more or less pretty comedic performance. Bill Skarsgård is the other person who is at the... Bill Skarsgård, who people know probably predominantly as the Pennywise the Clown from It. And we have... Okay. Usually I cut this, but I'm not going to this time. Right over there's a laptop with IMDb pulled up on it, and that's what I go to look for the names of actors and directors and things if I don't know them. So it's Georgina Campbell, who's very good in this, is the introductory character. She's the woman who shows up at this Airbnb at the beginning. So Barbarian, it's not like wildly original in terms of a concept. It's not like when The Matrix came out and most people were like, I've never heard of this concept before. It's similar to other things that you've seen in vague ways. Most horror movies are. I don't have a problem with that. I just ask for it to surprise me and not be stupid and present me with something I can actually see, which this does. When it gets into what, as I like to say, the deal is with the concept of what's going on here, it's a little weird, it's a little gross. It kind of reminds me of another movie that was a pretty big, it was a big small horror hit recently, but it's not like it lifts that, it's just a vaguely similar idea. So yeah, this movie's really well made. It's interesting. It bops back and forth in time just a little bit to tell you the backstory of what's going on here, and it's really just creepy and gruesome. And it goes pretty far in some directions, farther than you maybe want it to with some of the content and what goes on in it. But it's a tight, well-made little horror movie that I think most people didn't see this coming. They didn't see that they were going to go see this movie about she's in a house and there's something bad in there. And it's a slightly bigger world than I expected. It does leave the house, which I didn't think it ever would do. And I just thought this was good. Like, it didn't blow me away. I wouldn't buy it. I probably wouldn't need to watch it again. But if you're looking for a tight little Halloween time, or by this time this airs post-Halloween, if you want to get a little of that Halloween spirit, Barbarian is not a bad way to go. So from 2022, available, maybe in the theater still, available on TV. Worked really well in the theater, by the way. It's not grand vistas in Monument Valley or anything like that, but it works well in the dark. Maybe when you think maybe you're the only person in the theater, or maybe you're not. And good sound design too. So Barbarian, I thought it was good.